year is 2001. It's a massive year in the gaming industry, especially for Sega. Unfortunately, it's a very double-edged sword. On one hand, the Dreamcast sales are failing. The brave and exciting console is on the unfortunate brink of death in the gaming market. On the other hand, however, it's the 10th anniversary of the creation of a certain mascot, Sega's demigod in the 90s, Sonic the Hedgehog. There was a fair bit of merchandise to accompany the 10th anniversary. Such things included a solid silver ring, a marble-based statue, and also this laser-etched crystal cube. This piece of merchandise is highly limited to only 500, and according to many, including the Games Master magazine, is one of the rarest Sonic the Hedgehog pieces any Sonic fan can own. Along with the other pieces I've mentioned, all were originally available to those who used the Sega Direct service, a website offering official Sega games and limited edition merchandise, including this crystal cube. Laser-etched crystals are effectively a transparent block, which then allows them to be placed into a laser etching machine, which carries out the entire engraving process. This kind of technology is commonplace everywhere now. It was originally sold for around $50, but nowadays a single one of these can fetch upwards of $600, a simply colossal price hike for those looking to keep their merch budgets low. If you're able to get this complete, then you'll receive the cube in its beautiful black presentation box, all with the 10th anniversary Sonic logo on the outside printed in a gold coloured trim. Lifting the lid reveals the cube, seated inside a protective spongy black foam. The cube is very heavy given its size. It weighs over 500 grams by itself, but size-wise it's pretty small. The cube has a footprint of 5 square centimeters, and it's only 8 centimeters tall. I placed a regular sized fizzy drinks can next to it for comparison's sake. The 3D image inside is less of a wireframe and more what I call a dot frame. The 3D image is made up of tiny little laser etched dots, which all come together to make a fully 3D representation of Sonic. His stance is identical to that seen in the 10th anniversary statue, standing up with his arms folded. The more observant among you may have also noticed that this is also based off a popular piece of Sonic Adventure 1 artwork. Aside from the adventure box art pose, this was a good choice to go with. It's a little tricky to appreciate the true detail this cube has in broad daylight, so I'm using this LED base that can light up the details inside. With some help from the natural darkness, just look at all these details confined in the smallest of spaces. The edges of the cube, as well as Sonic himself, captures the light, making this an incredible standout piece. Amazingly, even though this is made up of nothing but individual dots, the level of detail that this cube is able to capture is breathtaking to see in person. Just look at his eyes if you don't believe me. In my opinion, using a lit base is the best way to display this piece. If you choose to hunt one of these cubes, then it's easily worth the £5 or so investment to get an LED base and light it up to display it properly. You won't look back when you see results like this. If you were to ask me, this cube is a simply breathtaking piece to own, let alone display. This is especially true if you have something to light up the cube as seen here. So, question on everybody's lips, how do you get one? In this case, I can only say to do what I did, and that's to wait for an eBay or a Japanese auction to arrive and pray that your merch budget is bigger than anybody else's. Because trust me when I say that you will not be able to find these cubes going cheaply, and you will likely have some steep competition to win. In a way, that's what makes owning one of these so rewarding. I absolutely love this piece, and would recommend anyone to at least try for one of these if they happen to see it in their time merch hunting. Look out for people charging absolutely obscene prices though, and avoid paying anything ridiculous. These cubes may be rare and beautiful, but it's definitely not worth emptying $2,500 of your bank account just for the sake of one. If you can, go grab it.